My wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom, I welcome you to Skolante TV, where we bring to you news that concerns the restoration of Biafra and freedom all over the world. In this video, the PM Simon Ekpa had a very wonderful interactive section with Biafrans and also dropped a message to Tompolo. But before I dive into it, let me quickly welcome back to my channel those of you that have been following my videos, and if you are new, I welcome you and urge you to do well to click that like button and subscribe to my channel. Press that notification bell icon so anytime I drop a video you will be notified.
John, repository of wisdom, take the mic.
Yeah, good evening, my Honorable Prime Minister. Good evening to Ministers of Information. My Honorable Prime Minister, first of all, I want to say thank you very much for your doggedness, for all the things you have stood to do. But before I proceed, I just have one question and one message. A couple of months back, I actually relayed a few major messages to you from the people we don't see. And again, they came again, giving me another message to send to you. I actually declined that I was not going to send the message to you. And they said these words to me. No ni wejer nwoke a anyị duire ozi ihe a anyị sege gwa ya na anyị akụghị ụra. They did not tell me na ha ya ama m ụra. Ha sị na ha ya akụ m ụra. There is a difference between ịma ụra na ịkụ ụra. Gwakwanụ m ebe ndị ahụ ha anya kụrụ m ụra. So, and I said to myself that I must bring this message to you, our Prime Minister. What they said I should tell you is this. Ha sị m gwa gị na ihe na-akpọgụ from today wụ ehi nyụrụ ahụrụ n'ahụ o ruo n'ahụ ọzọ nwunye tuwu ya akata aka. I really don't, aghọtacha m ihe a ha kwuru, aghọtara m ya, but I don't want to give you half message. And I asked them and say ha kedụkwana ihe nwunye ya jiri hapụ itu ya akata aka n'ahụ ọ nyụrụ ahụrụ jee tuwu ya akata aka n'ahụ ọzọ. Ha sị na mgbe ụda ahụrụ ọ nyụrụ jiri dacha nọ ihe mere na nwunye ji chere mgbe ahụrụ ọ nyụrụ jiri dacha tuwu ya akata aka. Ọhịa ha sị m gwa gị. That's what they said I should tell you. So please forgive me if I'm forced to be bringing this message. They said if I decline, they will deal with me. So please, that's what you are. Then the question is this. Please, after you declare Biafra, a second after you declare Biafra, please, if we see these people wearing black uniform and the so-called military in our midst, Biko, are we going to fry meat for them, or are they going to be the meat we are going to fry? Please, you can decline if you don't want to answer this. I just want a lot of Biafrans all over the world, over 70 million, to know what they are going to do when they see such threats amongst them once Biafra is declared. This is just the question and the message they said I should give to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Everybody knows that we can't allow the killers of our people to breed in our land. Not even yet, not even at this point, that Biafra restoration has not been declared. They are not welcome in our land at this point, at this moment, and I'm talking with you. And we are making sure that we neutralize them anywhere we see them till tomorrow. And that will continue. It is called the delegitimization of the Nigerian terrorists government within our land. Police is a terrorist. Military, army is a terrorist. Air Force, terrorist. Custom, terrorist. Any arm carrying anybody under Nigeria in our land, they are all terrorists because they have proven beyond reasonable doubt for decades that they are terrorists. They shell them, they participate in the killing, they harvest the organs of our people and pile them and store them in Ombis barracks. And of course, many other barracks, they are storing it. In Anambra, we know the one they call Okuzo and all that. Those places will be demolished by Biafra Ogbuniwe, Biafra Wonder Ogbuniwe. And before we even go into the declaration of Biafra, our target objective is to make sure we level every place that has the government of Nigeria structure, from barracks to police stations that are being used for terrorist attack against Biafra people. So after the declaration of the restoration of independent state of Biafra, from what we are doing now, if you see them and allow them to stay, you on your own. But let me tell you, there are people that their job is to neutralize these terrorists from our land. So if you are a civilian, it is not your job to defend yourself when you don't have a gun. Allow the people that Biafra government has formed in the name of Biafra Army, Biafra resistance fighters, and other Biafra forces to do that job on your behalf. Their job is to protect you against these terrorists in black uniform, terrorists in military uniform, terrorists in custom uniform, and all of you. So your job as a civilian is to be very security conscious and take precaution whenever you see them, and allow people that has been trained to take this task to do it for you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, my Prime Minister. I'm making a reversal now. Prior to this time, that's why we always rely on your information. I wanted Biafrans to do it themselves, but now he said that we should allow the people who have been created to do it, to do the work. So from today onwards, I will be telling people not to do it. There are people who are going to do it. Thank you.
Exactly. And the reason why it is going to be like that is that we don't want to go into conventional war with them, no matter how they try to lure us into it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, my Prime Minister. I appreciate it, sir.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Time clean. Time clean. It's your turn. Pick the mic.
Hello.
There we are.
Hello, good evening.
We
Can
can
you
hear
hear
you
me?
right on. Yes, right on. We can hear you.
Yeah, good evening. I'm calling from the coastal state of Nigeria, coastal part of Nigeria.
Mention your state. Don't say coastal.
Delta
Mention
State.
the name of
Delta
the state.
State.
Yeah, that is
I'm
the
calling.
name. Consider that is your name. Call
All right.
locate your new state and know it. That is your identity. Don't coastal this and coastal that there.
All right. Thank you for the correction. My question is that in the Riverina area, precisely, there are some group of people they normally listen to. So those group of people, and we know the betrayers inside the group of people that they normally listen to. So the people that they normally listen to, this government in Ezan, are they reaching to them? That is my question.
And who are those people they're listening to?
I can't mention name.
Why can't you mention name?
People are listening, and there are some.
Are we doing secret service? Are we doing secret squad? Mention the people that you feel that the people are listening to.
Okay. For example, in the Riverina area, people like Tompolo, Boliof, they listen to them. Yeah. Then people like the betrayers, we know them.
Mm.
So the main people that they normally listen to, the government in exile, are they reach to them to discuss this matter? Because
have these people you mentioned now openly talked about the government in negative? So why are you worried about them?
Because anytime I spoke about this Biafra issue to my people, many of us says negative words about it.
Everybody must not like Biafra. Everybody must not vote for independent state of Biafra. It is normal in any society. Are you expecting everybody to like Biafra?
Neither did they like the Nigerian government.
So do you think everybody listening to Tompolo?
No.
So why are you worried about that? No, it is about the majority. And I want you to understand that anybody that is not fighting for the interest of the people is just like a chaff. When we come, our breeze come. When our breeze come, it will blow you. Today, we are going to take charge of making sure that no oil exploration will be happening in the riverine area. Tompolo take a contract to protect oil pipeline. Is it oil pipeline that people should be protecting? Your oil? Is that what a human being should be doing for Fulanis? You take contract and then you call yourself a big man. You sit one place in Crete, giving people gun to go and protect pipeline. Your own pipeline. Is that what a normal human being should be doing? So when we come, when we are there, not that when we come, we are there. Our breeze will blow them like chaff. And it is happening. Let them go and stop the flame on different oil pipeline today. This coming week now, many of them will go on flame. He has taken the contract. Let him go and stop it from happening. That's where we are going to know how far he controls those areas. Our own is open challenge. The government of Biafra is the government of the people. So Tompolo has not spoken bad about Biafra, and even if he did, it does not change anything. The ends will justify the means. So we don't care about who is controlling, who people are listening to, and who people are not listening to.
All right.
What we know is that in his place, we have counties. In his place, we have state. Biafra have state there. It is either he join or he give way. What we are bringing to the place is not just ordinary hellfire. We will fight this thing, and at the end of the day, we restore peace and normalcy in our land and build the best country that everybody should be proud of. Freedom fighting is not something you go and start wearing suit and begging people. We don't beg anybody. If you have not agreed that Nigeria is not working for you today, you wait until our breeze get to your end. If you can stand it, then you are a man. If you cannot stand it, either you join us or you give way.
Thank you.
Tamclean, when you visit your people again that are skeptical about Biafra, show them a baby that is butchered by Fulani terrorists, and then show them Biafra. Then tell them to make their choice. After they make their choice, you will know if they go for Biafra referendum. Okay?
The only thing they normally say, they say they rather go for their own country. That's what they normally say.
Thank you. We go to the next speaker, Chooks Akaomeze Onyekwere Ike. You have the mic.
Thank you, my information minister. Good evening, all. His Excellency, Mazi Simon Ekpa Joko, the Universal Ambassador of Peace, the good guy in the whole world. Thank you for your good work and your cabinet, excellent men and women. Please, I will be asking from my constituency, me as a clergyman in Anglican Church, in area of the announcement and the publicity of this, our ultimate referendum and voting. Is there a way that we can communicate whether positively or negatively, to the heads of our church. For example, somebody like me, I can provide the numbers of all the bishops in our land. I can provide their land number, and few I have their WhatsApp number that can communicate to them direct, telling them the announcement and publication they need, and there's no going back if possible.
Provide the numbers and submit it to the Minister of Communication. How long will it take you?
2 days.
Thank you. Consider it done. So by Tuesday, I want to have the numbers, complete number, their WhatsApp number, and whatever number they are using. And Biafran government will reach out to them one after the other.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chooks. Like PM instructed, this applies to every one of you that have opportunity to do this, not only for Chooks. So follow the same roadmap. Thank you. Kind David, you have the mic.
Good evening.
There we go.
Okay. My Prime Minister, God bless you. I thank God for the work that you are doing, and I thank you as well. My question is this: that people that is most of us, our state did not fall into Biafra land, and we contribute to the struggle and everything. So if Biafra come, what will actually be? Is it possible for individual like to actually belong to be a part of Biafra or something like that?
Sorry, what is the question, please?
The question is that most of us, like, our state did not fall into Biafra state, and we contribute into the Biafra struggle. Is it possible when Biafra come that individually we can be a part of it?
Which state did you fall into?
No, I say we did not fall into any state.
So which state are you from?
Okay, I'm from Benin.
You're from Benin?
Yeah.
And you are not part of Igodomi?
No, Benin is different than Ishan and all that, yeah. Like Benin City, yeah. I'm from Benin.
Okay, so well, if you contribute for Biafra liberation, I did not fall under any state that is part of Biafra. One is that we will look into you individually based on your contribution to the Biafra struggle. Second is that when you are contributing to Biafra, you are also contributing to your own freedom. Because if Biafra leave Nigeria today, it will affect you positively. Benin can become like Monaco. You know, you can become a Monaco. It is for your own good as well. I don't think you people are going to continue to stay in Nigeria, no matter how stupid some people they are. So
yeah, Benin people, our youth are so ignorant and all that. The ignorance in that is too much.
Yeah, but believe me, once Biafra leave, believe me, a lot is going to change. So it can never ever be worse than what you have now. So believe me, the exit of Biafra will also affect you positively. It is not just about you. It will even go as far as affecting other African countries positively. So like we said at the beginning of Biafra is the beginning of civilization in Africa. It is going to affect you. So whatever you invest in Biafra struggle today, you are indirectly helping your own people at the end of the day. But individually, we will look into those who have contributed as friends of Biafrans. And I believe that there is going to be a law that will have some kind of special preferences to those. Thank you very much. On individual basis.
Okay, thank you. And again, you announced that Biafra is going to declare by October. I want to say that before that October, are we going to take over some the Biafra land completely first, like both the government has and all that before Biafra?
We are not telling you of taking over anywhere. Just watch and see what will happen between now and October. That's all.
Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mazi Chimere Ucheya. Take the mic, please.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Good evening, my PM. This is my first time I was speaking with you. I'm so happy hearing your voice. Thank you so much for the good work you're doing. Pastor Van Van Van, I cite you. Our chief of staff, I greet you, man. Even our minister of media, communication, information, Simon Ekpa, I see you, I cite you. Good evening, sir. My PM, I believe the website will be very strong, powerful enough. Because when this voting starts, a lot of people will troop in. So I believe it will not be like what most of the students in the zoo experience when they want to register for JAM. They will be saying that the network is hanging or the website is hanging. I believe so, and I trust you that the website will be so powerful enough to carry all of us. And secondly, what I want to say again is that the number provided for us to know our state, the state we fall into, I sent message demanding for me to join my group on Telegram for my state, and I have not been
I've answered that question before. So go and listen to this program. Go to your state map, check where you belong to, and find your state from the county there.
Okay, sir. Why I say so is that I'm from Ngwa. That's Abia State. So I believe that I'm supposed to fall in Aba State, but due to I did not locate anything in Ngwa, but I see something like Obi Ngwa there. So I don't know if the whole Ngwa fall under Aba. That is why. But that is not the issue. When the voting starts, I will vote as someone that comes from Aba. Yes. Maybe when everything is established, then I will know where I fall. Exactly. So I want to tell my people, if any of us that believe in this struggle, that have been following this struggle, because I believe that I'm one of those that fought during the war and came back to life again, we will keep on fighting. This is the time that when we are going out, those that we have been preaching about Biafra that is coming, when you see them, you take their picture, collect their name. Start now, collect their picture, collect their name. Just be gathering information. When you get home, you create emails for them and register them. So that we need to hit this thing hard so that we will get our 20 million and above, so that we can have wisdom. I'm in the zoo. I know what I'm passing through. I'm in the zoo. I need a place that I will call home, where I will go and relax. Even if I'm not working, I know that my government will pay me. The suffering is too much. The suffering is too much. Please, my people, let's just make every effort to reach as many people as we can reach to make sure that we vote. Thank you, my PM. May God bless all of us. Biafra is here, and surely we must see Biafra, because I believe the cabinet, they are doing a very good work. Thank you, my PM. Good night, all.
Thank you. North and South. North and South, unmute yourself and speak. North and South, unmute yourself and speak. North and South, unmute yourself and speak. You have been opening your mic and making noise.
Okay. Good evening.
Okay.
Good evening, our capacity Prime Minister. Good evening, other officials of the Biafra Republican government in exile. Honestly, to say that I'm very much happy is an understatement. Why I say this is because right from the time I was in secondary school, about 20-something years ago, I started studying about Nigeria. And I tell you, there is nobody that will have knowledge about the history of Nigeria that will be happy singing the song of unity of Nigeria. Nobody. Is that the person is part of the evil that is happening in Nigeria and is benefiting from it, or the person is wallowing in ignorance? That's why anybody will be happy singing about the unity of Nigeria. So I'm very much happy. Secondly, my happiness hinges on the fact that my fear all the while has always been having people that spearhead this movement selling out. It happened during the time of this other guy from Okwe, Imo State, was weak, and he sold out, was embittered after leading so many of our elders, old men, putting their lives in danger. Most of them were killed. Most of them were involved in enforced disappearance and all that. But today we have a group of people who cannot sell out. Not even that they cannot sell out. They are ready to put their lives on the line, and they have withstood everything that will make this movement to stop. So I'm happy. Let me cut it there. Then my contribution on the question stems from the fact that someone talked about the people of the riverine areas, and that is one of the things I intend to talk about. If you go online, you see any
information minister. Can anyone hear me? Because I cannot hear anything from my end.
Hello.
You have to go down. Take you down and bring you up. We can hear everything.
Hello. Okay. So if you go online, whenever the issue of Biafra is mentioned, you see people from that area, from South, they're always opposing, and they always make it look like the Southeasterners, this is an Igbo agenda. They just want our oil, all those kind of statements. And when you take a little sample of those talking about this, you see that they are in majority in South. So what are we going to do if this referendum is to take place? How sure are we that the nay votes will not outweigh the yes votes in the Southeast? The nay vote from the South, because I don't really believe that these guys mean business with us. I don't really believe, because of what I'm seeing. I've been in constant interaction with them.
You are not seeing anything. You are not seeing anything, and you are just acting as if you are part of the Biafra movement. You are not seeing anything. You cannot be part of this Biafra movement. What we have done in the government, in de facto government, and you are here speaking, you have seen them. Seen them where? These are some of you are the bunch of people that the enemies are using, allowing yourself to be penetrated by the spirit of the enemy, and you come here to start speaking nonsense. Which people do you know? Who are you interacting with?
Yeah,
Move this person from here, please.
Yeah, he's talking complete nonsense. Honestly, you go on his page, he put us for dancing, and there's nothing about freedom. Not even freedom of his village. Talk about freedom of Biafra, and he's here to talk about nonsense.
Awembome, pick the mic, please.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Information Minister, and everybody on this space. May Chukwu Kikabia, may Uradi Yankopong, as we call it in Ghana, bless all of you for what you are doing. Prime Minister, my mother is a Biafran from Abia State, Ngwa tribe. And I am an ardent supporter of the freedom and the restoration of my mother's ancestral land, which is Biafra. What is the prospect for me as one of Biafran land to vote in this coming referendum e-voting on the 31st of January? That's number one, my Prime Minister. Number two, if, as a supporter of Biafran restoration and an obedient servant of Mazen Namde Kano and an obedient servant of the Biafran Republic in exile, if I have the opportunity to open up a space or any other medium that is going to be propagating the freedom of Biafra and the freedom of my ancestral land, will you object to it, my Prime Minister? Thank you, and God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much. First of all, we are not objecting anybody from opening space and propagating Biafra, especially in line with the Biafra government in exile. Two is that as our culture and our cultural value system, which is completely different from every other nation in the world, especially with the extended family, like you just said, Nwanwa, you have the right, if you identify yourself as a Biafran, as a Nwanwa Biafra, you can cast your vote in this referendum. Thank you.
Thank you much. Thank you so much, my Prime Minister.
I won't know this one for your belly today, have we?
If me, I cannot be outside. You know, when they are cooking this soup, we are fighting, we are hunting the antelope. And when we kill it together, I will not be allowed to be outside, you know, when they are sharing the meat. That is the reason why I'm asking. Thank you so much.
I don't give you your own share. LEC Sisu Njoku. LEC Sisu Njoku, is your time. Your hand is up. Grab the mic. LEC Sisu Njoku, you're not ready? Are you ready?
Yes, I'm here. I'm
right
here,
on.
please.
Right on, sir. Right on.
Good evening, my PM. Good evening, everybody. Pastor Van, good evening. I'm greeting everybody. Please, I have some few questions to ask. And the one is coming from mine directly, and the remaining two is coming from my friends. Please, the thing I want to ask is this: is concerning this the referendum e-voting, especially mostly those people in the market. If somebody can, or can a person build something like outlet or something, a place the person can, you know, a spot or one, or maybe shop, somebody can be able to, you know, provide phones to help mainly those people in the market, in the village, you know, to help them and register their Gmail and with their phone number. Yes, I think many of our people, old people in the village, they have phone numbers. So if somebody can create, if a person can create this outlet to help people, you provide phones or maybe laptop to provide people to help people to register, especially those people that doesn't have phone to do anything on internet. So would there be any protection against, okay, you know, to protect him from the Sioux, you know, attacking him? Maybe, I don't know, because this kind of thing, immediately people hear about it, especially those women in the market, they would like to, you know, queue to do it. In the process of doing it, would there be any protection for the person against the Sioux coming to attack the person? Because this e-voting is one of the best thing that the awareness supposed, in fact, fly everywhere supposed to be on fire by now. And then that is my own question. The another question, I think the last caller said something related to that. I went to ease myself. I didn't hear clearly. So that one is, there are people who were born in their mother's place that don't know their father's place, or that not all of them are bastards, but there are people like that they don't know their father. And if they want to register, is it necessary, or is there any bridge that the person must use the father's place? Maybe the person don't know, or the person is answering the grandfather's name, or one thing, or one son name, or general son name. That is second question. And another question I want to ask is this. This one is just is something that related to most of my friends. You know, our passports have expired. A lot of things we don't want to do the NIN stuff to register or to renew our passports, and we are just hoping, because sometimes I believe, for me, I'm calling you my savior, because I believe that whatever you call your God, that is what will be effective in your life. So I'm calling you my savior. You are our savior. You have saved us. People don't know. I'm part of those people that during the Fashola period, my shop, everything went down, and I'm still suffering it up to today. So some people don't know. They don't know the meaning of this coming of Biafra. They don't know. But we that understand it, we are running away from engaging ourselves again in Nigerian database, if at all they have. So please, when we Biafra will be listed on among the countries online. Maybe, for example, if we want to register, maybe we are into all this, we are into Bitcoin stuff like that, or mining, and we want to verify, and we don't want to use Nigerian passport because our own has expired, and maybe we want to.
I don't know whether you are asking a question or you are just talking stories.
No, I'm asking. I ask a question first, and this I'm just giving my question. I just want to make you to understand the reason why I'm asking the question. Okay,
ask me the question you asked again, the first and the second one.
Okay, can a person build athlete during this e-voting stuff?
You can do not just build athletes. You can do whatever that you feel is possible to make sure that Biafra have the opportunity to vote as much as possible. So yes. Another thing is that if you're building athletes, you make sure take your security very serious, because we may not be in that particular area where you are building the athletes to protect you at that particular point in time. So at the same time, as the voting is going on, our target is to make sure that we neutralize and delegitimize the security criminals and terrorists of Nigeria as much as possible, to give the opportunity for people to be able to exercise that right of meeting people and informing them about the referendum that is going on. That we are going to do to weaken that particular terrorist organization in our land. But you that is building athlete, it doesn't necessarily have to be an athlete, because you do not know who is going to say, okay, come catch him and all that. And then they come, especially when you never expected. So you have to be very, very security conscious if you are doing that. But at the same time, yes, you can do whatever you think you can do to get more people to vote. So it is well approved. So what is the second question?
Yes, the second question is concerning the people, like, for example, there are people that they are born in their mother's place, and they don't know their family, they don't know their father's name or where they're coming from. So these people,
if they don't know, they're fine. But if it is a Fulani, you wait first until the Biafra come. But if you are going to vote for Biafra, you wait and ask your people. You can ask your people where you fall into and give us your vote. That's all we need. When Biafra come, we'll begin to scrutinize who is a Biafran and who is not a Biafran. Not at this point. Thank you.
Sir. Thank you so very much, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
We are bringing this to an end. I need one more question and we end, because we'll spend a lot of time here. Thank you.
Yeah, just one more question. Who is the lucky speaker? Kama is real. Kama is real. You have the mic.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, our able Prime Minister. And I greet everybody in the house, all the ministers. I think my question, a lot of people have asked a similar question. but I will just put it out there. I'm just asking, is it possible for us to run a targeted ad on social media, especially on Google, that whenever someone search about Biafra referendum, it will come up as number one? I don't know if it's something we can do. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Your opinion or your idea is noted by the IT team of the Biafra government. All right, I want to thank everyone who have stayed up to this point. About 1,120 something people listening this late, and none of you want to sleep. So we have to sleep so that we'll continue tomorrow. It's still Monday, sit at home. Again, the referendum in its own way. I want to thank you all for being part of this. I want to thank you, the media team. I want to thank every one of you. And again, we are going to be live again on Space tomorrow. So those of you who did not speak today will be able to speak tomorrow. All right. God bless you. From here, from me, I say good evening.